What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We're going to be continuing seeing if we can use this block without boring it out or doing any more honing. My trick here is I'm going to take one of these rings off the old piston and I'm going to just measure it with my feeler gauges and see how consistent we are at the top of the bore, middle of the bore, and the bottom of the bore. And I'll also use a ring to check for roundness, and I'll show you how I do that after I hopefully get this all off in one piece. So what I'm going to do is just kind of clean this off the best I can, and I'm going to compress this ring, kind of get it even with the bore, and this is on the top side where our piston rings haven't even touched. And then you see this gap right here. That's going to be our measurement. So I'll get my feeler gauge out here and I'll figure out which one. We'll just use 32 as a base, because we're not concerned about if it's the right ring ridge or the right ring gap. We're just concerned if it's consistent. Then I'm going to take my piston, line it up like this, and we'll go slide about an inch down. We'll go a little bit further, that way we get into where the piston actually touches. Still pretty consistent. And then we'll slide down to about the center. A little bit tighter, but not too bad. And then try to get close to the bottom. And that's where we're at our tightest. Yeah, so there's just a little bit of taper. So I think we still have some honing to do anyways. So I think we can get that out and we'll be quite alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, check for roundness, which I'm pretty sure we're pretty round. We're just going to go past the bottom of the bore. And then, can I see your flashlight, please? Probably ought to wipe my hands off so I don't get yelled at. And then just take your camera and point it in there, into the cylinder bores. And we're looking to see if we see any light around the piston ring itself. And I'm moving this around just to see. It looks perfectly fine, so we're good on cylinder roundness. Our only issue is we have a little bit of taper that we need to get out anyways, because we still have a little bit of work to do on high spots and low spots. But with that being said, I do believe that we can refresh this and continue with our stock bore rebuild. I don't think we need to go 20, 30 over like that. Before you guys start in the comment section saying that we really should bore this over, I would say it depends on your application. In our case, we're going to put it in a Bronco that doesn't have a title right now. We're just going to hot rod it around the yard and around the back roads. It might not be the most reliable, but it's not like we're going to, throw a stroker kit in it and put it in some fastback. That would be cool, and that is a situation in which you want everything to be perfect, all of your clearances. You don't want no taper. You shouldn't even be touching the block. In that case, if you're experienced if you're at the level of experience as I am, you would send it off to the machine shop and then you get it back just as a full short block and then just throw it in your car. But I want to do this just to prove that I can build something that runs. I don't care if it runs for 10 minutes, 10 hours, or 10 years. This is just as cheap as I can do it with my own knowledge, and I'm learning a lot more as things go on. I thought we have to bore this over. And then watch a couple videos, talk to some old timers that are still kicking, learn some old facts and new facts, and that just put a whole new spin on life on this block. We can do just a little bit more honing, just for peace of mind. We know where we're at in terms of cylinder roundness, taper, all that good stuff. The build is back on, is what I'm saying, and I am more excited than ever to continue this for you guys. With that being said, we did pick a very good time to start rebuilding this thing. This is the third or fourth piston that when I took the rings off, the ring skirt is falling apart. So I think any longer in the truck, it would have caused some serious damage. So it was the luck of the draw, I reckon, when I decided to put a 351 Windsor in that truck. And hopefully fate keeps shining our way and you guys hear this thing fire up in hopefully a month or two. I think that's my time frame. We're going to start getting some parts for it. We got a lot of top end parts for cheap, such as these E7 cylinder heads off of a 86 model, something like that. And I have a 4-barrel jegs intake in the house. Also just some stock valve covers and stock timing cover, just stuff that I was missing or stuff that I've robbed off this to use on that 351, because that was kind of a piece together kind of thing as well, but not as nearly as much as this one is. But this one's going to be cool. We'll experiment probably with the cheap roller eBay conversion kit, and we'll see all the beautiful noises that makes when I fire it up, all the clicky clacky, and we'll go easy on it for about 10 minutes, and then we'll start giving her the 6,000 RPMs. It's not here for a long time, it's here for a good time. I think that if you take away anything from this build, it's gonna hit 6,000 and blow up. If it does, I'll be happy. With that being said, that's gonna do it for this quick episode. I just wanted to show you guys who are unfamiliar, and you know, some people who are kind of on edge. Maybe you guys are building something similar and fallen in barn that's making all sorts of funny noises, and you know, you got wasp infesting you everywhere. Sometimes good enough is in fact good enough. I say it sometimes, perfect is good, but done is better. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get done one way or another. There might be a little bit of shortcuts, there might be a little bit of, I didn't see that, but that's alright. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.